Hi Marti, you had the game won really, and it just sort of the two last goals killed you.
Today is a tough one. We are very disappointed because the way, especially. I think a good summary is that just before they scored the 1-1, we got a great chance to probably kill the game and just score the 2-0 and probably get the 3 points. We didn't, and then, in some way, the last 10 minutes of the game were not good enough. It's true that I would say it was not our best performance so far since I'm here in the overall, but still I think that we had quite decent control over many minutes of the game, even though we knew that Sheffield is a team that has improved a lot on the pressing. They have this very aggressive style. And in the last minutes, they just start to put more direct balls, more as we could expect in a championship game, isn't it? We have to, we should have controlled that situation better, to have a better grip on the game, how it developed. And unfortunately, after the 1-1, we still got a very clear chance to score the second one. And when you don't use your chances, instead, you're giving some hope to the opponent. And that's what happened, that we conceded a set piece. That, again, is an important part of the games.
Did you feel that maybe the defence sat back a bit too deep in that last 10 minutes?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. That the way we need to approach our games, I understand that it's not easy, but that's not our way. We are not a team. When I look at the skills of the players, we are not this team that will just get better by dropping and staying very low and very deep. This is not the style either that we want. Of course, some moments of the game you just need to accept that this is the picture. And in fact, Sheffield started to put more big players, target players, very central, to kick longer balls. So it was a lot about being able to defend this. But many times it's not about defending lower, but defending better. And this is what perhaps we miss. We let them be very high on the pitch and then grab the second ball and then build momentum. And this is something that we need to learn for the future.
You made two changes at half time. Were they just tactical? Was that injury related?
Yeah, it was a bit of combination. Today I think that we wanted to start with Armstrong because we know about his pace. I think that Sheffield is a team that risks a lot on pressing very high, very aggressive, as we saw many minutes of the game. And then we wanted his pace to go on behind because actually we know that if you press a lot, then you can give some spaces on behind, and that was a bit the target. The way we activated him and Smithy was not the best today. So then in the halftime we thought that perhaps we needed players that could keep a little bit better the ball, like Lyndon, like Chrissy. And I think they did a good job, but as I said, until the last 10 minutes of the game that we lost totally the grab of the game.
And those last 10 minutes, is that a tactical issue or a mentality thing?
It's always a combination, isn't it? Football is very complex because not because it's difficult, but because it's always a lot of factors that can contribute. Some people will say no, it was physical. Some people will say it's tactical. It's always a combination. But what is true is that in some way in those minutes, Sheffield was better than us. We were playing according to the way they wanted to play, and of course I can understand when you are leading, it's not easy to just accept that you cannot keep the picture of the game. But as I said before, we dropped too much. Perhaps we needed to keep the ball a little more. We need to be more calm on those situations. We're asking something that is not easy to the players, isn't it? In the situation where we are, to just have the composure and the calmness to just for those minutes. The way we want to be, it's going to be a process. I think that the only positive thing that we can grab from today is that we will learn a lot from that. I'm going to make sure that everybody in the squad, that all of us will learn from this defeat, because obviously it's a very painful one.
And obviously we saw Elijah go to right back in the second half instead of bringing Kai off. What was the thinking with that?
To keep more the ball, to be more, have a little bit extra quality on the ball, to just keep longer sequence on the ball. I think that Elijah is a player that has this physicality as well. He can pop in different positions. And I think he did a good job, but at some moment, it's true that Brennan was dropping a lot, getting a ball in a lot, and actually something that Elijah during the first half he managed very well to keep control on him, and that was perhaps the reason behind, to be a little more aggressive on the pressure, to keep Elijah, that he has this capacity to press a bit higher again on the midfield.
And you're grateful now to have a whole week training rather than another midweek game?
Yeah, when you lose a game like this, you want to play middle, isn't it? If I could, I would like to start again right now, but that's the way it is. We need just to recover. It has been a tough week. We got 4 points. Unfortunately, we wanted 9. So we need to be, as I said before, very calm in the sense we approach, in the way we approach now. We have a very intense period around Christmas, so we need to prepare, to recover well, and make sure that we are ready for the next challenges.
We took Cannon off at half time. Was that he took a knock in the first half? Was that?
No, it was more according to the yellow card and more according to try to bring, as I said, Elijah a little bit lower in the pitch so he could give us a little more possession. I think it worked well, but then we missed something else in the middle.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, Moss.